Hello there. Open house. I'll wait as people start trickling in for our group hypnosis session today. Ooh, stress relief. I'm excited for this. Ooh, I already see some of my subscribers here, which makes me happy. Now everyone will get to experience the subscriber magic. Hello there. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining. Hi there. I noticed. Oh my God. I noticed right before I got on here, I had like lipstick on my teeth. That would have been really great, right? To do the hypnosis that way. I'm so glad you guys are here. If you're unaware, this is a group hypnosis session. So sometimes I get on live and just cut up and talk. This isn't going to be, this isn't going to be that. No Big Brother talk. Sorry. I answered a ton of questions yesterday about Big Brother. This is all going to be good, yummy stress relief, which is feeling pretty wonderful right now. I don't know about you guys. I was wondering, I was like, does anyone else know how to hypnotize and I can just do the session? Although I will say, I don't hypnotize myself, but I get very relaxed whenever I do a session. That's why this is my dream job. I literally get to relax for a living. So, it will be very nice to be able to do this. But I'm so excited to have you guys here. And then, of course, let me just answer this right now. 2 in 1 day. Yeah, Sharon. Let me just answer this right now. I will be saving this and I will be posting it to my profile. I actually have a group hypnosis series going. So if you go to, I think if you go to my like reels, like my videos on my profile, and then you click, I think it's called series, and you can go and you can see a group. I save all the group hypnosis kind of under one, so it like filters them out, which this is our 8th session in total. This will be the 3rd free one, but we have so many more in our group hypnosis subscription. So today we're going to be focusing on, well, first of all, just the last one I did went viral. So I want to make sure that if you are not aware of me, if you ever listen to this, my name is Brittany Hoops. I'm a clinical hypnotist and soon to be certified life coach. I am working on my life coach certification right now. And you can talk to my to my one-on-one clients or getting the benefit of coaching. And I'm really excited to be able to incorporate both like conscious mind coaching, which is the conscious mind. That's what I'm speaking to you here right now, as well as subconscious mind reprogramming, which is what we do through hypnotherapy and hypnosis. So all of a sudden we're going to get to work on both at the same time. And it's very, so very powerful. So, yes, that's what I do. I work with clients one-on-one. I also have a group, hypnosis subscription here on Instagram that you're able just to click the subscribe button in my profile, and it's $9.99 a month. And we do weekly group hypnosis sessions, pretty much just like we're doing here. But with just, with us, and you get access to the full library of past sessions. So that includes, gosh, what have we done so far? We've already done one on stress relief. So this will be the 2nd stress relief option for you. We've done one on anxiety, one on confidence. I'm looking at my list here. That's why I'm going off screen. Making healthy choices, releasing self-doubt, motivation, and abundance mindset. That's what we did last week. It was really wonderful. Oh, thank you, Sharon. She's one of my clients. Yes. So, and the subscription, oh, I see, well worth it. Oh, thank you, subscribers. It really, I will say this, compared to some other hypnosis apps that are out there, things like this, it's a deal. And especially because we take a poll each week in terms of what topic we'd like to work on. And you have access to that for as long as you're a subscriber in our library. So you could listen to them daily. And in fact, that's what I would recommend. With these hypnosis audios, I suggest picking a topic that you want to focus on the most, listening to that audio for that topic, or now that we have 2 stress relief audios, that you can listen to either one, but it's on the same topic, and then listening to it twice a day. You want to do that for at least a month before you kind of check back in and see how you're feeling, if you're ready to move on to a new topic or not. I usually recommend trying to focus on one topic though, so you can really see that, full, impact of what you're working on here. So, thank you, Jenny. You guys are too nice. So we have lots of different, and that's just continuing to grow each and every month. I think even this month, because there's 5 weeks in the month, or next month, December, tomorrow, that we'll have 5 sessions. So you'll get an extra bang for your buck there next month. So let me just kind of tell, for those that are new to hypnosis or haven't really tried it very much, I want you, first of all, if you have any questions, you can always DM me. Also, there's pretty much any question that's ever been asked about hypnosis ever is saved to my Instagram highlights. I have an FAQ, Instagram highlights, like hundreds of questions about hypnosis saved there. I've answered them all. You can also look at my hypnosis Instagram highlights and kind of see some behind the scenes about hypnosis. So, lots to answer there. But of course, if you reach out to me DMs, I answer my DMs. So I can always answer you there and give you some advice. But if you're unaware of what hypnosis is, it's essentially a deep, deep state of relaxation. It's completely natural. It's completely safe. And in fact, you've already experienced it multiple times before. Multiple times today even. And I don't mean just my clients who have worked with me today. You have most definitely experienced it multiple times today. But I mean any of us, even whether it was deliberately or not. Anytime you first wake up in the morning and that kind of groggy feeling when you feel like you're kind of half awake, half asleep, that's a trance. That's a trance-like state. That's the theta brainwave state, which is hypnosis. Same with when you fall asleep. I don't know if you've ever fallen asleep. Sometimes, if you're a passenger in a car, you might experience this where you kind of fall asleep and then you kind of wake up with a start and you're like, whoa, I caught myself falling asleep. That's the state of hypnosis as well. Your mind is essentially, your conscious mind is essentially very, very relaxed, which allows your subconscious mind to be open and receptive. And so we're just utilizing that state, that natural state of being to your benefit. Because if your subconscious mind is open and receptive and ready to hear all that we have to say here today, then we can give it the deliberate thoughts of which it should think so that it can change and become that way on a subconscious, unconscious level. So you really do experience this every day. We're just using it deliberately now, right? Which is the best way to use our minds, deliberately, right? So hypnotherapy has been shown to be a very effective method for coping with stress and anxiety. So typically for anxiety or stress related issues, what I would suggest to clients is usually it takes about a minimum of 6 to 8 one-on-one sessions, to address typical anxiety or chronic stress issues, and sometimes more. It really depends on the person, sometimes less, sometimes more, to get where you need to be. Now, this is one-on-one work. So what we're doing, unfortunately, today is not one-on-one. It's 1 to, 49 people right now, 50 people right now, if we were all in a room together. But really, it's going to be hundreds, thousands of more that listen to this audio at a later date, that it's going to require a lot more repetition on your part. So what I would suggest is listening to it twice a day for at least a month, and then sort of checking in with yourself and kind of seeing what progress you've made for these audio sessions. And that's because they're not as personalized as one-on-one work would be. But if you're interested in one-on-one work, that's primarily what I do throughout the day, is work with clients one-on-one. And you can always go to the link in my bio, schedule an appointment, and we can work together that way. So another thing that I find that people who have, chronic stress often experience is that hypnotherapy can help you stop sort of overthinking. I don't know how many of you guys, anybody overthink sometimes, have a very active, conscious mind. I see somebody just joined the subscription. Yay, so happy to have you. If you find yourself overthinking, hypnosis can help, because it can help you identify that overthinking, those negative thinking patterns that are causing the overthinking. And it empowers you to replace those thoughts, those negative thoughts, with positive ones instead. Again, this is all about taking back control, taking about focus. I was actually talking about this to somebody today, about your focus is, the most valuable thing you have. Because if you're aware of your thoughts and you get to determine where you want to focus, almost picture it like what do we call those? Like a little laser pointer, right? Your focus is like a laser pointer, right? And you get to pick what thoughts you want to think. And if you notice yourself sort of pointing always at the negative, you got to catch yourself and think, okay, where do I want to point this? Where do I want to see? So that I can think positive instead. Because you can't focus on both at the same time. You can either think a negative thought or you could not think a negative thought and replace it with a positive one. And what we're able to do through hypnosis and hypnotherapy is basically choose the positive thoughts we want to think instead. And so if you find yourself overthinking, you can deliberately choose what thoughts you want to think instead. And I mean, your mind is just so powerful. And that's really the main thing I'm out here to teach everyone who will listen, is that how powerful your mind is. It's an incredible powerful thing. And if your mind is causing you to overthink, it can certainly help you stop it. So, and that's essentially what we're looking to do. So, Joseph, I'm doing a group hypnosis session. Feel free to join me if you want. Okay. So also about overthinking, another thing that why I want to address more and more work on the conscious mind is through life coaching. So I kind of like to think of each one of my clients as kind of a, yes, this is serious, Joseph. I'm just kidding. I want to think of all of my clients almost like a jewel, right? A jewel, a diamond, if you will. A diamond that has many different facets, right? And that's what our brains are like. There's so many different parts to us, so many different facets. And the subconscious is definitely one facet. It's a huge untapped area of our mind. But it's not the only area. We live and spend most of our days here, right? Using our conscious minds. And so that's why I'm incorporating more and more, life coaching into the work that I do so that we can address and recognize the thoughts at the conscious level and deliberately pick those. And then reinforce that work, of course, with the work that we do through hypnosis. So I'll be incorporating more and more of that into these lives. And of course, if you're a part of the subscription, sorry, subscribers, you already hear me talk about this all the time. You've got to experience a little bit of it so far. But this is definitely part of the Instagram live subscription that I do here too. So, just real quickly before we begin, if you are a subscriber, here's how it works. At the beginning of each week, I take a poll, and we do it Sunday nights live here, on Instagram, 6 p.m. Central, Sunday nights. Of course, if you can't join on Sunday nights and you're a subscriber, don't worry. I post it and you have access to the subscriber only library where you can catch up later. I think this next month, since Christmas lands on a Sunday, as well as New Year's Day, I think the 1st lands on Sundays. We're actually doing Tuesday and Thursday the week before the day before Christmas. I'll post all this, but essentially there's two Sundays this next month where we won't be doing them and we'll be doing them on weekdays instead. Somebody asked, how long does the subscription last? As long as you want it to. It's a monthly subscription. So you're billed monthly. It's $9.99 a month. And so you can decide however long you want to participate. What's really wonderful about the subscription is as long as you're a member of the subscription, you have access to the full library of all the past audios that we've done. And I also want to incorporate some more coaching into what we're doing here too. Taking some questions and coaching on questions. We can do live coaching together too, which will be really exciting. But you basically, if you have never subscribed to anything on Instagram before, you'll notice I'll have special subscriber stories. There'll be like a little purple ring around my Instagram stories that only subscribers see, as well as videos like this posted that are only for subscribers. And so that's what you get as a member of the subscription. I see someone says, so worth it. Well, I love to hear that. I will say this. I've heard from many of my subscribers saying that it's kind of a steal. The amount of support and just change that you can get from these things is pretty astounding. Oh, I see. I'd be interested in life coaching. Well, that's so great because we're going to incorporate more and more of that, especially in the one-on-one work that I do. But I'll be doing a little bit of it in the subscription as well. So these Instagram live sessions, just like you get at the subscription, that's why I'm doing this open house, so you can kind of get a taste of what it's like. They last about an hour, sometimes a little bit more. And usually, since there's new people joining us, I'll kind of explain some things that are about hypnosis, about how our mind works, do a little coaching, things like that before we begin. And then we spend, of course, the majority of the hour deep in a state of hypnosis on whatever the topic happens to be for that day. So you really kind of learn, even if you join every week or listen every week, you do learn something new every time. I try to change it up so you can learn new things, which is exactly what I'm going to teach on a little bit here before we begin. I want you to understand the difference between our different brainwave states. Now, I promise not to get too technical or too scientific, but I think you'll find this really interesting. So remember I was talking about us all as our brains as beautiful diamonds and jewels that have many facets, right? We also experience different brainwave states. And so me talking to you right now and you listening to me, you're most likely in the beta brainwave state. And that is, pretend your brain is hooked up to one of those EEG machines, right? Where you see the waves on there. When we're in that conscious state, like you and I talking right now, you'd see highly active brain waves, right? That kind of look like this. Your brain waves are at the beta level. And that's the brainwave state that we do coaching on. Life coaching is all at the conscious level, really consciously, deliberately choosing our thoughts. You experience this when you're working, when you're having conversations and interactions in your daily life. While these beta brainwaves are very important for your daily functioning, they can often translate into stress, anxiety, and restlessness, right? This is the when you're feeling kind of that gobbledygook in your mind, it's because you have very active brainwave. This is a very active brainwave state. And so the voice that we kind of hear in our head, our thoughts, right? That's the beta brainwave state. It's that constant stream of thought, which can oftentimes become overwhelming if we're stressed. And so I'm sure you're very familiar with this brainwave state. It's usually the one that we're looking to escape, which is why hypnosis oftentimes comes in handy. My sister's here. Comes in handy sometimes. So we can coach that brainwave state though, to keep it focused. It's like a little puppy, right? It's going here, it's going there, and it always kind of needs to be redirected back. And that's how we do, what we do, and we train it through a state of hypnosis. Hypnosis essentially makes it easier to train that puppy brain, right? And hypnosis, if the conscious mind is the beta brainwave state, the theta brainwave state is hypnosis. And so you kind of go from beta down to alpha, which is a state of like meditation, and then down to theta. And then if you went one step deeper, that would be delta, where you sleep, right? But theta is right, that state of hypnosis, right? And here, the brain waves are much slower, they're bigger waves, right? Much more relaxed. And this is the realm of your subconscious. This is where your mind's most deep-seated programs are at this very slow theta level. And this is where you experience vivid visualizations, great inspiration, profound creativity, and exceptional insight. I mean, this is where your emotions, your beliefs, your automatic bodily functions, your memories all reside. And that's what we get to tap into while we do hypnosis. And so again, hypnosis is that beautiful state of mind right in between wakefulness and sleep. And that theta brainwave state is deeper than what we experience during meditation, which is the alpha, like I mentioned, but lighter than sleep. So you're not quite asleep, but, oftentimes it can feel that way, especially if you go very deep into hypnosis, which is why I often hear a lot of my clients are like, wow, I think I fell asleep. And I asked them a question. I said, okay, did you wake up hours later with like drool going down your chin? Or did you wake up right when I counted you back up? And usually they're like, no, I heard you count me back up. That's when I woke up. And I tell them, no, that just means you were in a deep, deep state of hypnosis. That actually means that you're just very deep in a state of trance, which is why I count you back up out of trance so that you'll come back to your normal beta conscious brainwave state. So notice yourself if you ever have that experience. If you don't, it doesn't mean that hypnosis didn't work. Like, it just meant that you have a lighter experience. it doesn't matter. And one is not more effective than the other. It's just different experiences, right? And so we can reinforce what we want to think at the beta conscious level through the work that we do through hypnosis. So, what I've been coaching, a lot of times when I do my life coaching, I then bring the insights and the activity from coaching, I bring it into hypnosis so that it's internalized at that deep level. So and that's what I think really sets apart, I guess I would say, the work that I do with my clients as opposed to just a hypnotist or just a life coach. They're just working with one facet of this beautiful diamond. They're not looking at all the different facets and integrating them, which that's where the power really lies. So you can even do coaching in a state of hypnosis too. Whenever I have clients that are like, I don't know what I want this to be like, I say, your subconscious mind knows, and we'll go and we'll coach in that theta brainwave state. It really helps with problem solving. So that's kind of a crash course in your brainwave states. You're experiencing one right now. You're very soon to experience the other. And just let me know how they both feel and how things go. Oh, here's a good question. Is it dangerous to do hypnosis while taking a bubble bath? I would say yes. Not that I've ever heard anybody having any issue with it, but that you are deeply relaxed. And I do not want you to get so relaxed that you don't remain above water, okay? So do not do hypnosis if you are driving, if you are taking a bath, if you are anywhere where you couldn't be deeply, deeply relaxed and unconscious. I know some of my clients like to do it in the bath, and I say, no, I slap them on the wrist. I say, don't do that. You want to be feeling completely safe. And honestly, it's better for you, to tell you the truth. I know baths can be very relaxing, but it's actually better for you because you want the ability to feel so safe in your surroundings that you just allow all your muscles to just go. That's how deep and relaxed you want to get. And I'm thinking if I'm in the bath, I might want to try to keep my head up. My mind might be somewhere else. It's not allowing you to go fully all the way deep as you could if you were not. So thank you for asking that question. That's a good thing to ask. Okay, I want to get started here. So let me just kind of look over my notes, see if there's anything else you guys need to know. If emotions do come up, that is perfectly fine. We are tapping into the part of the brain where our emotions are stored. So you might cry, you might laugh, you might, it's a very cathartic experience. Do recognize though, because I'm not there with you and monitoring you like I would in a one-on-one session, do recognize that if anything becomes too much, just stop listening to my voice and go back to your breath. Just focus on your breathing. That's the best advice that I can offer you. And then I would also very much suggest that we work one-on-one together so that we can really get to the bottom of it and really provide you some relief there. And again, that's what I say, that today our work is just purely stress relief. We're not going into why you're stressed. We're not going into past traumas. We're not going into negative thoughts and feelings. Like there's so much more that we could uncover behind the stress. We're just looking to relieve the stress. And so this isn't intended to necessarily address any particular or specific circumstances or traumas or healing. I just want you to know that healing related to any deeper issue should always be addressed through a one-on-one with a clinical hypnotist, whether that's me or someone else who is very qualified, not necessarily in a group session like this. And that will just allow you to heal at a much deeper level that's deeper, faster with your subconscious mind, since it's custom to you. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh yeah, I mentioned do not listen to this while driving. Always have to say that. Sorry, somebody told me I said a lot. I'm trying to not say it. I think that's pretty much it. Does anyone have any questions? So as I'm kind of taking a few questions here before we begin that are related to hypnosis, not Big Brother, go ahead and just get nice and comfortable. You can sit, you can be propped up, you can lay all the way down, whatever's going to be most relaxing for you. You might want to get a nice pillow or a nice blanket. I mean, this is like completely you time. So go ahead and get nice and comfortable. And if anyone has any questions as we begin, I'd be more than happy to answer them as you go ahead and get comfortable. You might even want to grab a journal. I know I have some clients that like to journal right after their sessions to just kind of get everything out of their mind. They might have had an aha moment at some point or something else. You also want to make sure that you're in a state, like I said, no distractions. You want to make sure pets and kids and Yeah, does loud TV distract the hypnosis? Yeah, you probably want to turn off the TV. Anything where you could deeply, deeply relax. Think about how you would want it to be. I always call this a mental massage, right? Think about if you were getting a massage at a spa, only for your brain. How would you want your surroundings to be? You wouldn't want your cell phone going off. You wouldn't want notifications. So really just make sure. I know I have a lot of clients that like to put in their headphones in so that they can just focus on the sound of my voice. Although I will say I've had several clients here recently. This has happened to more than one person. I've had several clients here recently that use their AirPods, and their AirPods start falling out of their ears because their inner ear muscles have relaxed so deeply that it won't hold in their AirPods. Which I just think is so funny. That's just such a beautiful example of how the subconscious mind works. You know, I don't know about you, but I don't have direct control over my inner ear muscles, right? So it's just going to show how deeply we can send that signal of relaxation throughout the body. And this will last about, I think somebody asked about this, about 30 to 40 minutes or so. I never time them because I write them right before we start. But usually the entire session lasts about an hour, hour and 15 minutes or so. And then the actual hypnosis is like 30 to 40 minutes. All right. I'm not really seeing any questions come through, so I think that means we can begin. Before we start, and I will turn off the comments so that we can really focus here, I'd like to ask kind of one question to get a little clarity before we begin. So today we're focused on stress relief, right? Ask yourself this question. You can answer it kind of silently in your mind. Why is this so important to you? I mean, it seems like a pretty basic question. Well, duh, Brittany, like who wants to be stressed? But why? Why in your mind do you want to release this stress? How is it going to impact your life? How is it going to help you? How is it going to help the people that are around you? Why are you looking to relieve this stress here today? Just get really nice and clear about that before we begin, because it's really going to help you go deeper and really get the most out of this session. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off comments and we'll begin. All right, so just go ahead and get nice and comfortable there. You know, just enjoy this time. This is you time. This is your mental massage, like I said before. All you really have to do is listen to the sound of my voice. That's it. And if you're doing that, you're doing it right. That's the way you're doing it right. And even if you don't even begin to listen to every single word that I say, but sort of get a general sense of what I'm saying, that's perfectly fine too. Depending on how much your conscious mind is here nor there, that is perfectly fine. There's nothing you have to do or don't do here, but just relax. Either way is perfect and correct. So as you hear the sound of my voice, you'll start to relax. And I want you to breathe deeply. Inhale to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very, very good. And just continue to breathe at that pace, or a pace that feels nice and comfortable for you. Just feeling all the tension leaving your body as you do this. With deep breaths, very deep breaths. Feeling so good, feeling so secure. With every breath, you go deeper and deeper. And as you're feeling so relaxed, occasionally random thoughts may cross your mind, and that's perfectly fine and natural. We like to call these junk thoughts, right? Just let them pass. They're not important. You always have complete control. And if you hear any noises or sounds that are around you, you'll simply choose to dismiss them. They're not important to you right now. You will still be aware of everything. If there should be any danger, you'll instantly be awake and aware and completely alert. You'll be able to respond in the manner appropriate to the situation. But otherwise, any noises on your side, any noises on my side, any noises you hear at all will simply help you to go deeper and deeper now. With every breath, you will go even deeper. With every healthy beat of your heart, you will go deeper, even still. And if you feel you need to move around to be more comfortable, that's perfectly fine. You will only feel more relaxed and comfortable as you do so. And you can now feel all of your muscles relax, loosening, free of tension. And start at your toes, relaxing each and every toe, one by one. Very good. That's right. And moving up to your ankles now. Feeling all the tension just lifting away. Next, moving to your calves. Feeling loose, soothed and massaged. The sound of my voice makes you feel so safe and secure. You are comfortable and relaxed. So quiet and calm. Now we're moving up to the knees. So relaxed, so safe. And up to the thighs. Let your thighs just droop, loose and limp and heavy, wherever you're seated or lying down now. Very relaxed. Your whole body is relaxed and safe and feeling so good. And we're now at your midsection, and all the muscles in your tummy are just so relaxed. Once again, be aware of your breathing. Take deep breaths. And with each one, you go deeper and deeper into relaxation. Moving up to your chest and neck. They are so relaxed. And your shoulders are so relaxed and loose and tension-free. Just free your mind of all tensions and relax your neck. Your head is so heavy, so relaxed, and you feel so good and happy. Your mind is free and quiet, and it feels so good. Your body is so relaxed and so calm and so comfortable. You are so happy and safe. Your mind is drowsy and untroubled. You are so safe and secure. The nerves of your body are being calmed by my voice, and it feels so good. And repeat to yourself what I'm saying there in your mind. I am so relaxed, and I feel so good and safe. I am free of tension. I am so relaxed. And I feel so good and safe. I am free of tension. Very, very good. Now let's really deepen this state. In a moment, not now, but in a moment, I'll ask you to open and close your eyes. And when you close your eyes, send another wave of relaxation through your body so very quickly that you will allow this physical part of you to relax 10 times deeper. Just want it, and you can have it. So let your eyes become open now. Good. And close your eyes and really let go. Feel your body relax much more. You're doing great. Very good. Now in a moment, I will ask you to open and close your eyes again. And this time, when you close your eyes, double this physical relaxation. Really let it grow twice as deep. So let your eyes become open now. And close them way down. Deeper, deeper, relaxed. Very good. In a moment, you will do it one more time. And notice how well it comes in this time as you learn how simple it is. At least double it. All right, let your eyes become open. And close way down. Really let go. That's good. That's good. Now the body's relaxed. And so let's get the mind relaxed. That's really what we want to do. Because when your mind is relaxed, you really can achieve anything you can think of. Very good. Your body is now totally relaxed, as is your mind, and you're ready to go on a journey with me. And so I want you to see yourself at the top of a staircase with many steps. And you're going to descend the steps. With each step, you will go deeper and deeper into relaxation. Step 10 is at the top, and you're going to slowly and very carefully go down the stairs in 9, 8, 7, so relax, 6, 5, so safe and secure, 4, 3, so relaxed, 2, deeper and deeper, and 1. And now you are so very relaxed, so happy, and you feel so good. You feel so wonderful and refreshed and free of tension. And so let's now go to a very special place, a place where you feel oh so very safe and secure. And we're going to go for a walk now in a meadow. So just feel the soft, green, luscious grass on your bare feet. It feels so good and so soft. You can feel the morning sunlight caressing your shoulders and the top of your head. Just enough warmth that it soothes your whole body. You feel warm, soothed, and massaged. And as you are walking, you pass through a little glade, and there in front of you is a waterfall with a winding brook catching the water from the waterfall. And as you approach the waterfall and hear the trickling sound of the water on the beautiful colored pebbles, you realize that the area is surrounded by beautiful wildflowers of red, yellow, blue, and white. There's a slight breeze ruffling the flowers. And as you approach closer to the waterfall, you can feel the mist from the spray touching lightly on your face. You are surrounded by beauty as you sit on a big red rock close to the waterfall. You can observe the silence of your surroundings. And you are so relaxed. The rock has been warmed by the sun, and you lie back on the rock, and overhead the sky is a very light blue, and there are several white clouds moving lazily across the sky. You feel that breeze whispering across your whole body. You can see birds flying slowly across the sky and landing in low-hanging branches of trees that surround the beautiful brook. And you feel so good and at peace with your surroundings. Tranquility fills and engulfs your whole being. And you are so relaxed. And as you rise from the warm red rock, you notice that this waterfall right next to you is made of a color that you love. It's a magical waterfall. And when I count down from 3 to 1 and snap my fingers, you will stand underneath the waterfall, allowing that color you love to flow in to the top of your head, all the way through your body and out the bottoms of your feet. 3, going even deeper, about to step underneath that waterfall. 2, trusting what comes. And 1. Allow the waterfall that's made of a color you love to pour in through the top of your head, all the way through your body and out the bottoms of your feet. This waterfall is cleansing you. This waterfall is cleaning you. This waterfall is taking you all the way down. This waterfall is cleansing every single part of you, cleansing every single cell, cleansing every single subatomic particle of your being, cleansing every single part of your body, mind, and energy. And any yuckiness, any stress, any darkness, any gunk at all just gets flushed out of your body and out the bottoms of your feet down into the center of the earth, where it's instantly transmuted into something positive. And with a few more breaths now, continuing to allow that waterfall you love to flow in through the top of your head, all the way through your body and out the bottoms of your feet, down into the center of the earth, where it is instantly transmuted into something positive. Feeling yourself becoming lighter, cleaner, and more sparkly as one more wave of the waterfall flows through you, in through the top of your head, all the way through your body, and out the bottoms of your feet, down into the center of the earth, where it is instantly transmuted into something positive. Very, very good. And now the waterfall ceases to run, and you find that you're feeling sparkling, clean, light, a tingling sensation of lightness, purity, and joy. Very, very good. And as you step away from this waterfall now, you notice a small, winding path. And each side of this path are lovely wildflowers swaying in the soft breeze that's blowing. And so carefully and slowly walk down the path. And as you follow the path, it takes you deeper and deeper into a beautiful wooded area with trees waving in the wind and specks of sunlight peeking at you as you look all around at the beauty of nature. And perhaps you notice some magical things there. Perhaps you see some orbs of light. Or you notice beautiful creatures. And you notice that it's cooler because the trees shade the sun, but not too cool. It feels just right. And at the path's end, you see a big, beautiful house with many steps and statues. And wonderful flowers and fountains just surround this magical home. And in front of the house is all windows with flowing white curtains in each window. And in one corner of the building, there's a great big picture window with curtains. And right next to that window is a huge door that is ajar. And as you approach the building, on one side of the path is a great big pond with goldfish swimming and trees and lush green grass surrounding the whole area. And the closer you get to the house, the more in depth you can see it. It is so beautiful and breathtaking. And upon nearing the structure, you discover that the steps are wide and the entrance is so very inviting. There's a railing on each side of the steps, and as you put your foot on the first step, you notice the step changes color to a magnificent purple. And another step you climb, and that step turns blue. And still another step, and that step turns green. And each step thereafter, yellow, orange, and the top step is red, the colors of the chakras. And then you go through the door, and there's an elegant entrance with a huge staircase leading up to the stairs. The walls in the room are bright white, and you feel so peaceful there. And in the middle of the entrance is a tremendous marble fountain. Ah, the sound of the water is so relaxing. You look above the fountain and you see a brilliant crystal chandelier hanging from each section, elegantly catching the sunlight. And as you look ahead of you, there's a huge marble staircase with a beautiful cherry step. And you can feel the cold marble on your bare feet, and it feels so refreshing. As you draw closer to the stairway, you can see that on either stair, there are flower petals. And with each step, there's a different color petal. The first step is pink, and then blue, and then yellow, and then orange, and then white, and the colors start all over again. And the wonderful aroma that you can smell is so refreshing. It's a light smell. And as you take each step, a different aroma, light and airy. First, you can smell sandalwood. Then rose. Then hyacinth. Then lilac. Then evergreen. Very good. And the petals, they feel so soft and wonderful on your feet as you ascend the stairs. The different colored flower petals start to move very gently and gracefully all around you. What magnificent color and softness and smells you're experiencing. And you feel so good. By now, you've reached the top step, and when you look around, there's a huge room surrounded by windows and light. In the middle of the room, there's a grand, comfy bed, totally covered with pillows. And when you lay on the bed, you're surrounded by softness. Feel how good this feels. And looking up to the ceiling, you see that it's all open and light, and you're able to see the white, fluffy clouds shimmering across the beautiful blue, massive sky. And you just close your eyes now and relax and let the comfort engulf you and let your mind drift and clear all thoughts from your mind. You are safe and happy and feeling so very good about yourself. And I want you to see how happy you look. Notice the smile on your face. You like yourself and you feel good about yourself. And I want you to take this feeling and place it into your heart. Go ahead, reach for the feeling there in your mind's eye and place it into your heart. You will keep it safe there. You will be able to get this feeling anytime you like by simply placing your hand on your heart and remembering the feeling you're feeling right now. Very good. And I want you in your mind's eye to see, feel, and experience. Perceive what it's like for you to have the best week of your life so far. Feeling so completely at ease and relaxed in everything you do for the rest of this week. Perhaps that's at work or at school or with your family and with your friends, showing up exactly as who you know yourself to be. How are you now with all these layers of stress just peeled away now? Who are you now that you've released all this stress? See, feel, and experience yourself in your natural state of joy and relaxation right now. And bring the sense of comfort and relief to everything that you do. You are feeling total peace. And it is now time to leave your special place. But remember that you can return here anytime that you desire. You can feel the peace and joy within yourself anytime by placing your hand over your heart and remembering the feeling that you have in your special place. Very good. Now first, I want you to move your physical toes very slowly. And then I want you to move your legs, just sort of back and forth. You're still so loose and relaxed. And now I want you to move your arms, your fingers, your shoulders, stretching. Feels so good. Oh, it feels so good to wake your body up slowly now. And now I'm going to count backwards from 5 to 1. And when I do so, you'll be wide awake and feeling so good about yourself, feeling brand new and refreshed and ready to take on the rest of this week. In 5, coming back, 4, 3, feeling more awake, and 2, and 1. Wide awake, eyes open, feeling refreshed, feeling ready to take on the rest of this evening, the rest of this week, just feeling lighter, feeling refreshed, feeling like layers upon layers upon layers of stress have just melted away. Very, very, very good. Wonderful. All right. How are you feeling now? Ooh, hopefully revitalized, feeling good. Oh, of course. Thank you guys for being here today. Thank you. Thank you. And if you enjoyed this session, if you're feeling good, if you're feeling just ready, you can experience this every week. This is unlimited for you. Honestly, you could feel this every day. Of course, I'll be saving this one here, but there's so much more where that came from in our group hypnosis subscription. And not to mention that that was incredible. I felt my soul floating. That's good. Soul floating is good. Feeling super light. Great job. But yeah, you can listen to these every day. And by the way, I didn't mention, I do lots of fun perks. We did a giveaway last month. Of a free session. It's not always every month, but I will have different various perks and surprises in the group, and I do extra, posts in the group, and it's just really fun. And we've really started getting to know each other, and so it's really, really nice. If you enjoyed this here today, there's so much more where that came from. Or if you think you'll benefit from some one-on-one work, just visit the link in my profile, and we can connect there. But thank you so much for joining. I hope you just feel I just want you to float around for the rest of this evening. Just float around because you're feeling so relieved and so nice. So you said, I felt heavy, relaxed, and slowly felt lighter as it progressed. That's great. That's a great sense of just progressive relaxation. So good. At most a 1, amazing as usual, absolutely floating, hand on heart and hand on wrist. Thank you so much. That's beautiful. Yes, we created an anchor today. So that hand on your heart, whenever you're wanting to feel this deep sense of just tap into this deep sense of relaxation, you now have this anchor that you can kind of put your hand on your heart and just tap into this. So beautiful, beautiful. Thank you all. Love you guys so much. Definitely come back and revisit this audio. If you're ever feeling stressed, it'll be right here waiting for you. So thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye.